egotistical as you want. So I'm going to do that. So basically, this is a piece that I wrote for the creative writing class that I just graduated from with people I know from here. And it's called OCD because it was OCD Awareness Week recently, and it was talking about how, oh, if you wash your hands a lot, that's not OCD, so that's part of this. The bus comes around the corner and Jack wishes he's gone back to flip the light switch an extra 5 times that morning. Rituals to ward off trouble are very important. It isn't the first time he's felt fragile that day, tired and breakable like a hollow eggshell, but it's the first time he's cracked open like one. His skull hits the back of the seat in front of him as the pickup plows into the side of the bus and everything goes black. It's not like a movie because movies don't hurt. When he opens his eyes, thick, clumpy blood is crawling down his face, clotting in his eyebrows and going up his eyelashes like candle wax. Why hadn't he flipped the light switch? Why hadn't he just stayed in fucking bed? The silence hits him before the pain does, and he forces his head up, whiplashed muscles of his neck groaning under the water balloon weight of his head. There's usually screaming when something like this happens, isn't there? But when he peels his scab eyelids open to take a look around, he's the only one on the bus, not a soul inside, living or otherwise. He really should have gone back to flip the light switch. More warm goo splatters onto his hands and he rouses himself into action. He needs medical attention, isn't that what they say on TV? He's cracked his head open on a fucking public bus. Where is everybody? At least there are people out on the street who can help, he thinks, raising his hand to bang on the glass window when he sees movement outside. Except when his eyes come into focus, he realizes that they aren't people, not anymore. The shuffling gets him first. They're all walking like his grandpa did when he was getting close to the end, unable to pick his feet up for a full step, that pigeon-toed Parkinson's walk. When the sound filters into his ringing ears, that low moaning, the expulsion of air from half-deflated, wet lungs, the man, the thing, nearest to his window raises its head, and Jack sees an empty eye socket, clear jelly dried on the sunken cheek that it had dribbled down. It, not he, snaps, its jaws shuffles towards the open doors of the bus and Jack can't move. He should have flipped the light switch. Wow, God, he should have flipped the light switch. Hey, buddy. He jerks away from the clawing hands with a start, flailing out of the protruding reach of fingernails ready to tear the flesh on his bones, only to be met with the rough living hands of a person and a very human yelp of surprise. Easy, Jesus. The driver holds his hands up, looking at Jack like he's crazy. End of the line, pal. Don't care where you go, but you can't fucking stay here. Fell asleep. But the guy's already walking to the back of the bus, like muttering about psychos. Jack leans back in his seat and sighs, rubbing a hand over his very much intact head. He's never fucking leaving the house again without flipping the light switch. Dear fucking God, why would he ever leave the house without flipping the light switch?